It was only a matter of time before the name of Hugo Ekitike began to echo strongly among the faithful at Anfield. The young Frenchman arrived at Liverpool, surrounded by high expectations. But what unfolded in the opening weeks went beyond what anyone had imagined. 3 goals, an assist, and above all, an ability to slot into the frantic rhythm of the Premier League as if he had been born for it. Not every signing manages to adapt this quickly. One only has to recall the stumbles of other talented players, such as Verge, who went through a more turbulent process. But Ekitike has displayed pace, intelligence in his movement, and a sharp eye for goal that have already made him one of the biggest surprises of the season. What few expected was that behind the facade of a global star and the concentrated look Mohamed Salah often shows on TV broadcasts, there exists an extraordinarily approachable, generous, and genuinely friendly human being. It was Hugo Ekitike who revealed this lesser-known side of the number 11. Yes, Salah still wears the iconic number 11 shirt even in 2025, keeping alive a tradition that has become synonymous with excellence at Anfield. In a candid and enthusiastic conversation with BBC Sport, the 23-year-old Frenchman did not hide his surprise at discovering that the Egyptian, often portrayed by the media as reserved or even distant, is in fact one of the most welcoming people he has ever met. Very cool. Honestly, he's very cool, Ekitike said, with a smile perceptible even through the written words. Cooler than what I saw on TV, because sometimes he looks serious and other things. So I was thinking maybe he's the kind of person who doesn't talk much, but he's very open. Really like all the guys here. They're all nice lads. All of them talk. This revelation not only humanizes Salah, one of the greatest players in the club's history, but also shines a light on the unique culture that runs through the current Liverpool squad, a rare blend of elite talent and everyday humility. This atmosphere of camaraderie is no accident. Since Arne took charge, he has brought with him not only a clear, modern tactical philosophy, but also a deep emphasis on the human cohesion of the group. Behind-the-scenes footage, often shared in official club videos and documentaries, shows a team that laughs together, supports each other in tough moments, and celebrates every small victory as though it were a collective triumph. This chemistry, often invisible to spectators, is the true fuel behind any long-lasting, successful side. Ekitike, when describing his experience, was full of praise for his teammates, emphasizing that every single one of them had made a point of helping him feel at home. They're very open to helping you. Honestly, all of them have really helped me adapt well to this team, so yes, it's very good. These words carry huge emotional weight, especially coming from a young man who left everything behind, family, friends, routines, to embark on a new adventure in a country with a different language and culture. To know he was received with such warmth not only accelerates his technical adaptation, but also strengthens his emotional bond with the club, something that directly reflects in his performances on the pitch. But Liverpool is not only building a new emotional identity, they are also facing real challenges between the white lines. After 2 consecutive defeats, the team needs to react urgently, and the upcoming clash against Chelsea, now under manager Enzo Maresca, promises to be a true test of this new generation's resilience. In this context, the presence of Hugo Ekitike could prove decisive. His ability to create and exploit space, combined with his killer instinct in front of goal, has been a rare asset in a squad that, though talented, sometimes lacks clinical finishing at crucial moments. Unfortunately, the Frenchman picked up a knock during the Champions League clash against Galatasaray, raising concerns about his availability for the duel with the Blues. However, early reports suggest the injury is not serious, and there is genuine hope that he will be fit to lead the line. His style of play, quick, unpredictable, and with an almost telepathic spatial awareness, is exactly what Liverpool need to dismantle an organised defence like Maresca.
What's more, the growing partnership between Ekitike and Salah is beginning to take on something of a magical quality. It is not merely a technical combination, but a human connection that translates into chemistry on the pitch. Salah, with his experience and quiet leadership, seems to have embraced the role of mentor for the young Frenchman, guiding him not with grand speeches, but with everyday gestures of support and inclusion. This intergenerational dynamic between one of the greatest players of recent football history and one of the brightest talents of the new generation is the sort of story that feeds sporting legend. In a world where football is often reduced to cold statistics and million-pound contracts, stories like this remind us that, at the end of the day, the sport is about people, authentic connections, and moments of pure humanity. And it is precisely this humanity that makes the current Liverpool squad so special. While other clubs seem to operate as impersonal corporations, Anfield still breathes the community spirit that has always defined the club. The players are not just colleagues, they are friends, brothers in arms, companions on the journey. This culture, carefully nurtured over decades and now revitalized under Arne Slot's vision, is what allows a newcomer like Ekitike to feel part of the family within weeks. And that sense of belonging, as every supporter knows, is what transforms a good team into an unbeatable one. Not necessarily undefeated, but capable of lifting its head after every fall and moving forward with unity and purpose. As the clash with Chelsea draws near, the eyes of the world will be on Anfield, eager to see whether Liverpool can find their way again. But more than that, it will be an opportunity to witness how this new generation, led by experienced voices like Salah's and driven by emerging talents like Ekitike, handles pressure, adversity, and expectation. And if there is one thing we already know, it is that regardless of the final score, the Liverpool dressing room will remain a place where kindness, generosity, and mutual respect are valued as highly as goals and victories. In a sport so often marked by individualism and inflated egos, this is a lesson as rare as it is precious. And it is exactly why football continues to move us, to surprise us, and, above all, to remind us what it means to be truly human. And so, between decisive goals, Hugo Ekitike's surprising adaptation, and Salah's quiet leadership, Liverpool is showing that they are living through a moment of renewal under Arne Slot. But if you think the surprises stop there, you're mistaken. Because behind the scenes at Anfield, things are already heating up with a move that promises to shake the market. A record-breaking bid for a superstar forward, even surpassing PSG. Want to know who this star is and how it could change the course of the season? Then click on the card beside and find out now. See you there!